I also want to welcome our chairman of this show, this session, Dr. Roshi. Ms. Roshi is one of the most dynamic professor uh, from Nepal, and she's doing wonderful work. I wish her all the very best. She's not keeping well, so since couple of days, but she's still here. Kind of commitment she made. With this, I want to hand over to Professor Roshi.
And a warm namaste to you all. At the outset, I have to thank Mr. Akram for the kind introduction and must thank the Policy Times for the opportunity that has been provided to me to be part of this very distinguished and a learned panel. Uh, but in a way, I'm feeling a little embarrassed to wear the hat of a session chair in front of all these erudite and experienced seniors. I consider myself only as a humble facilitator in the presence of these luminary academicians and researchers. This being the last session of the day, I'm sure along with me, you're all eagerly looking forward to the distinguished panelists sharing their ideas centering on issues about unequal access and exclusion, and how policy initiatives and planning interventions are going to facilitate and promote the equal access to education, some of the issues around the structural barriers to women education and the access to education, quality education, and the intervention. So I do hope that given the experience and the knowledge of the panelists, they would surely bring out a lot of valuable insights and useful tips for every one of us present here as the real takeaways from the event. One thing I really found very engrossing from your address was that you've shared how if we could remove persistent inequality in education for women, they will be able to make very informed choices and promote the welfare of for the next generation of women citizens and for the rest. And thank you for bringing in so much of data across all the sectors from the primary to the higher education. You've indeed covered a broad range of issues from the general enrollment rates, the trends in female participation, the country-wise data, women participation in STEM courses, the SDG goals, and the dismal underrepresentation of women, government intervention, some of the policy initiatives, and the sad part of it, the pandemic forcing many women out of education. But despite all the challenges, we could sense a lot of optimism in terms of how you shared about the enrollment rate in higher education has been a significant improvement.